Let's continue further on the immune system and we'll cover other important aspects as it relates to the immune system. So, one important aspect to understand is the bone marrow. Okay, so bone marrow is a soft fatty tissue that lives inside the bone, where it makes the blood cells, you name it, the red blood cells, white blood cells, all that, to fight off the germs. Phagocytes, they are part of the innate immunity. Now remember, different aspects we will be reviewing, either it boils down to innate immunity or acquired immunity. So this one relates to the innate immunity, and they work by eating invaders. Neutrophils, the most common type of white blood cells, are among the first responders called to a trouble spot. They digest bad cells and can trap bacteria and stop it from spreading. Macrophages grow from white blood cells called monocytes, but they work in tissues, not your blood. Eosinophils mainly attach to parasites that are too big to ingest in order to kill them. So seeing is believing. You have your red blood cells here and your neutrophils. Natural killer cells, as the name suggests, they are natural killer cells. So another important aspect as it relates to the innate immunity is this type of white blood cell. They recognize and latch on to abnormal cells like cancer, and then they try to damage and kill them. They are the key players when you first get infected by a virus. So here you have your natural killer cells. They are trying to kill the cancer cells. Then we have basophils and mast cells. They are also part of our innate immunity involved with allergic reactions. Basophils are in our blood, whereas mast cells are in tissues. When these cells find certain antigens, typically harmless things that your body sees as a threat, they release what we call histamine to bring immune cells to the area. So they just call, hey, come here and help out. Your body sends more blood there, causing inflammation, okay, and that way they try to prevent the bacteria or the damage or the virus from spreading. So basophils and mast cells. The mast cells are the one in the dark, and on the left you have the basophils. Lymphocytes. These infection-fighting white blood cells are the reason you get sick from things like chickenpox only once. Lymphocytes called T cells and B cells work together to build acquired immunity. So now we are switching from innate to acquired immunity. The immune system, lymphocytes, are the white blood cells. Antibodies is opposed to antigens. Once your B cells get a read on the antigen of a new invader, they make antibodies to either kill or flag, hey, there is a trouble here. So these Y-shaped molecules fit into the antigens like puzzle pieces, making an immune complex. An antibody can also be called immunoglobulin or Ig. So to fight against the antigen, the antibodies are formed. And see, this is how the antibodies are attacking, trying to get rid of the antigen. T cells, they travel through our blood and lymph systems waiting to be activated. So usually there is a dendritic cell, another type of immune cell, will need to break down an antigen so that it can be recognized to start the process of making specialized T cells. So T cells, they work in a team, like they have a killer and helper T cells. They are part of search and attack team for the antigen. So they work together to get rid of the antigen. We need suppressor T cells to end the response, and they can sometimes prevent harmful responses from happening. So here you go, you have T cells, cancer cells, and antibodies are formed to fight against the cancer cells. Okay, different aspects as it relates to the immune system. Try to digest this. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.